I used to have what they call house fever. I used to have such an itch to buy a house that it was like a feverish state. I would look at this, I think I want that one. I look at this, I think I want that one. I would look at Realtor.com, I would look at Zillow.com, I was like, oh, this one, oh, this one's going to sell, oh, that one's sold, I wanted that one. I would check the interest rates, oh, the interest rates are going up, I got to buy a house. I had an unhealthy mindset where I was so anxious to buy something that I went from just, I want this to I want that to a restless spirit is what I had. And that's a dangerous one because that can lead to emotional purchase. Same thing with an RV. For all my nomads out there, for anybody looking at travel trailers, motorhomes, or vans looking to live out of their car, be mindful not to have RV fever. Meaning, you're doing so, you're going to sell your house, or you're going to downsize, you're going to get out of an apartment, you're going to live in a car, you're going to live in a travel trailer, you're going to live in a motorhome, and you're looking at all these travel trailers, you're looking at all these RVs, you're looking at all these vans, and you're getting so anxious that you're in a rush to buy something emotionally. RV dealerships and all car dealerships, any recreational vehicle, they prey on the emotional buyer. They prey on someone as soon as they see it, they buy it. Now, I know it's not easy, so I always try to be fair. Sometimes I have made emotional purchases. So if you have made an emotional purchase, I want you to know that this video is not meant to hurt you or to beat you up, because I've been there, I've done it. So this message is for all of us to be mindful, not to go backwards, to go forward. So from now going forward, let's be mindful. Any big purchase, anything over $1,000, you should wait a minimum of 48 hours. And if it's not going to be there in 48 hours, it isn't meant for you. Bottom line. Because that's part of it. You think, oh, if I don't buy it now, it may not be here. And it may not. It may not. But let me tell you something. Travel trailers, a dime a dozen. Vans, dime a dozen. If that's even the right, there's millions of them out there. There's millions of vans, there's millions of RVs, there's millions of travel trailers, there's millions of, motorhomes. They're always going to be there. Always. Don't get in a mindset where if you don't buy it now, you'll never get it. You'll never get that exact one. Listen, come on. Calm down now. Because RV fever, if all you're doing is masturbating, looking at different RVs, and you know what I mean, then you're going to get yourself in trouble. And you're getting into this lifestyle with the wrong mindset. Do things in order. And do things with urgency, but with a spirit of calmness. Every time I've rushed in life, every time I've been super anxious and made decisions in life, usually I failed. And if you reflect back on your life, you'll say the same thing. Not to beat yourself up and not to go backwards, but to be mindful so that we can learn and grow forward. If you have RV fever, if you have van fever, if all you're doing is going around nonstop looking at different RVs, different vans, you're never going to be happy. Because the nomad life, the simple life comes from contentment. And then you build out from there. Then you find the vehicle, whether it's a travel trailer, motorhome, van, or whatever, then you find the vehicle that's meant for you. And part of this life, part of the nomadic life, is to minimize stress and anxiety. And you want to keep your vehicle purchase and your new downsized life, you want to keep it as simple as possible, and there's no need to rush that. Because if you are rushing that, and if you are buying something, too big or too quickly, you're not entering this life in the right way, and you're not going to seek what you find. Because if you're like me, and if you got into the nomadic life for less anxieties, that means you don't want to rush through life anymore. You don't want to go from, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. You want to say, I want things simple. And there's plenty of vehicles out there. There's plenty of travel trailers. I'm in no rush. What am I rushing for? I live a downsized, minimalistic life. If you're not like that, then this video isn't for you. But I just want to say, and I'm going to close in on this. I used to have house fever for years, and thank God I let that burn off my soul, and eventually I calmed down, and then I got to the point where I realized, I don't even need a house. I can live even simpler than this, because I was trying to I had house fever because I was trying to get out of a bigger condo and downsize to a real small one. And then I got to the point after all that house fever burned off, I said, I can do even better than that. Even better than a tiny home. I can live out of either a travel trailer, or I live out of a car. I live full-time out of my Jeep Renegade. And I'm totally content. And I don't have, maybe one day it's exciting to look at maybe a travel trailer or maybe this if I wanted to. But that's all more complications. Listen, everybody's different. I don't want to get sidetracked. Bottom line is, don't have RV fever. By now, at this point in the video, you know what I mean. Be mindful of this. Because when you make decisions with a rushing, anxious spirit, you're going to get yourself in trouble. And if you have, don't beat yourself up. We go forward, but be mindful. House fever and RV fever, the same thing and no good. All right? Stay inspired.